I know you, I can feel you with the green of soul. It's more than empty dreams and promises. It's not infecting me no more. When all I say to you is dead and gone, you won't be feeling me no more. I know you, I can feel you with the green of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. When all those dreams are all our memories, there's not be alone and one. And thoughts of you just bring me down inside. I sing it with the ring of souls. I know you, I can feel you with the ring of souls. When you're not looking at me, I feel so slow. Get your hands up. It's more than empty dreams and promises.
All right. Getting it in. Another day, another dollar. Good to see you, Ray, Patrick, Kenny, all you guys in the house. Already good to see you guys. Awesome this evening. Been having a little bit of delaying issues, so hopefully it'll fix itself. Hopefully it'll not be too bad here with the sound. But yeah, anyway, welcome to the listening room. I'm your host. My name is Eddie Booze, and today my guest is always a great guest. Always love to have him on the show. My man, please welcome to the show, Mr. BJ Engel. BJ, how you doing, boss?
Good, Eddie. Thanks for having me back, man.
Always, brother. Always good to have you in the house, my man.
How you doing today?
I'm not doing too bad, man. I'm not doing too bad. It's been a hectic day, that's for sure. It's been a hectic day. So, how you doing, man? What have you been up to? I know you've been cutting some videos and doing some stuff. So,
Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of stuff. I've been working with a new guy here in the studio. We've been doing some rap stuff, which is new for me.
Love it.
And so that's cool. More experience, the merrier, right? Don't turn down any work.
So this is your
now.
first hip hop production, correct?
First one, yeah.
Nice,
Yeah,
bro.
it's a guy that I met actually filming on location about 2 years ago. He ran the idea past me. I said, yeah, man, give me a call when you're ready. And, he called me a few weeks ago and said, I'm ready.
Cool.
So I said, okay, come on down, man. Let's do it up.
Yeah, man, we were talking about that the other day. What's up, Mike, Holly, Lou? Good to see all you guys. Kenny, Patrick, Ray, everybody in the house. Good to see you guys tonight in the listening room. Wonderful. Absolutely. And we got Miss Daisy in the house as well. She's right down here with me hanging out in the studio, too.
Miss Daisy.
Always. Miss Daisy rocks, as Mike always says. And so, yeah, dude, we were talking the other day about that, about how, networking and putting yourself out there, can a lot of the time reward you, sometime later. And
Yep.
a lot of times, you
Always be friendly and
Yes.
say yes to everything. And, you never know what's going to come back your way, right?
Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's like you put yourself out there. You were you were nice. He was nice. You guys got along great, and you guys had the opportunity to chat a little bit. And what happened, and what happens a lot for myself, I find, is that when you continue to network, and when you're constantly putting it out there, it may not come to you right away. But the more you put out yourself out there, and the more you do it, the more those people are the longer you have the more people who have your contact are gonna constantly be hitting you up, and then the more you're gonna fill your schedule with those things. It happened to me with music production. It happened with me with playing shows. It happened with me with it happened with me with dog sitting, bro. Seriously, it's like you put yourself.
The word spreads, and
sometimes it takes a little while.
Starts...
But it is too all about how much you put out there. You go out there and you're giving your card out to 10 people a day. You know what I mean? You're gonna get calls. Well, you mentioned that in your show yesterday too, when you were talking with that Dan, director guy. Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to get out there and start getting out there. Even if it's donating your time. You got to be in the space that you want to be, and sometimes you got to prove yourself.
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. Dan said he actually went through a rigorous process of interning while he was in college. He wasn't even close to finishing college. He just decided he was going to start interning and working for free on film, and he did that for a number of years. Until he was getting paid work. And we were talking yesterday, and something Gary Vee often says is that he's like, whatever you want to do, if you have something you're passionate about, like go on Instagram or go on, social media and message like 30 or 40 or 50 of like the top entities that you want to be in contact with, and offer your services for free for 30 days and see what they say.
Yep. Put yourself in that situation. I mean, that's how I got a lot of the work that I get today. When we first met, what was I doing? I grabbed my camera and some recording gear, and I just went to shows. Just let myself in the front door, started filming, and then I went and talked to the band after. I said, look, I filmed your show. I'm got a YouTube channel. I'm going to pick the best song. I'm going to put it up there for free. You're welcome to use it for your promo. And here's my card. I also have a recording studio. Let's do it up. Anything you need from me, give me a call.
Smart man. And
so, yeah, it's free work, but, at the end of the day, hitting the record button.
And too, you're also developing your own profile, your own YouTube channel. You're making something happen for yourself, and it's not just that you're going out and proving value for them, but you're also taking an opportunity to put yourself into practice. You're getting yourself right into what you're doing. You're filming, you're recording, you're practicing your live sound recording. You're practicing your filming. You're making sure that your focus is right, and your f-stop's good, and your ISO is good. And I remember you did a bunch of those shows, and you were calling me going, something's just not quite right with the camera. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, like walked you through, like, okay, like, well, do this, do that, do this, do that. And you went to the next show, and you called me back. You're like, dude, this legit looked so good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, dude, I used to text you mid-show and be like, look at my viewfinder.
Yeah.
It's freaking in focus.
Dude, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's trial and error. It's learning by experience. It's putting yourself into the fray, into the mix, and just being part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that's one of the biggest things I found is like learning by experience for myself.
Yeah, it's a way of putting yourself through school without having to go through school. I mean, there's so many hats you got to wear with a project like that. Like you said, there's all the aspects of recording and filming and all that.
Right.
But on top of that, you've got to learn video editing. You've got to learn all your graphic stuff. You got to use Photoshop. You got to, there's a ton of things. You got to learn all your different marketing things, like how social media works, how branding works to make everything look coherent and nice together, which is a big one. At the same, you're learning 15 different skills. I remember at one point I thought my
right. Yeah, no, I mean, and it's kind of like that in a lot of things in life. It's not just like that in music. It's like that. It can be like that in like so many different things. Like when when you're a musician and you're putting yourself out there, oftentimes when you're first starting, you think to yourself like, oh, I'm just going to be the person who plays the music, and somebody else is going to record me, and somebody else is going to film me, and somebody else is going to put my stuff out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's not until you get really into it and you realize that that you need to learn how to do some of this stuff. That you need to learn how to record yourself. You need to learn how to build your own website. You need to learn how to, get your own resources and have, your friends who are photographers come and film your shows and come and, take pictures of you, and, at the park sometimes, so you can have media to put out. And just, it's up to you to go ahead and put your, your nose to the grindstone and make it happen. It's like,
I remember thinking that way at one point in my music career, I was like, no, I'm just going to rock out, and I've got a guy to press the buttons, and I'll go to this studio, and they can record me.
The exact same thing.
I'm just going to be the rock star, and now look I'm completely 180'd, doing everything I said I wasn't going to be doing.
Exactly.
And it's awesome. I love that I've expanded.
Oh, of course, dude. It's kind of hard to ignore the growth. You know what I mean? Like the feeling that comes with having some growth, that confidence that comes with actually acknowledging and like feeling like your growth and like celebrating your small wins. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
Totally.
I actually talk about that a lot. It's like, I find that when you are able to acknowledge and celebrate your small wins, it creates more momentum, and that's in opposition to something along the lines of where somebody has a long-term goal that they're trying to reach, and they're only going to feel good when they reach that goal. They're only going to reward themselves when they reach that goal. And instead of recognizing and acknowledging the things they do on a daily or weekly or maybe monthly basis to reach that goal, and seeing those things as small wins. Even something as small as writing an email that you have been putting off, or making a phone call that you've been afraid to make, or whatever it may be. Do you see what I'm saying? And if you can,
you gotta celebrate that stuff along the way. Personally, I have to keep myself motivated to get to that end goal.
It's so important.
And we've talked about this before too. Music, there isn't, or music production or video production, anything, there's not really an end. There's just plateaus, and as you reach those different levels, it's like right on. I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely celebrate along the way.
Absolutely. And it's definitely important, like I said before, it's the one thing that's going to keep that momentum up. You know what I mean? It's that one thing that's going to keep you in that mind frame of let's continue to move towards that long-term goal. Let's continue to move towards that bigger thing. And sometimes that bigger thing doesn't even have to be some sort of like crazy goal, as much as just getting better at your craft.
That's it. I was just going to say, now that we're talking about this, I don't know that I actually have an end plan.
Well, you're doing it.
I'm just going to keep on rocking and, take everything as it comes and do the best I can all the way through and try to learn as much as I can.
I like it.
Just become a superhero rock star of the industry if I can.
I love it, dude. See, and in today's digital music age, that's not out of the realm of possibility. You don't have to be an A&R exec, for Sony Records or Universal Music Group to be a successful producer in this industry, to be a successful musician in this industry anymore. We were talking about this the other day. When you sell your music online, you're getting 60 cents on the dollar per song sold, for like on average. So if you sell on iTunes or Amazon or whatever, Spotify or whatever, you're getting about 60 cents on the dollar. So, and your distributor takes a flat rate annually usually, and then iTunes will take like 40%. So they'll take like 40% for actually selling it, for being the retailer, and then your distributor, which is like usually like TuneCore or CD Baby or something like that, they actually charge you an annual fee, a flat annual fee for them to distribute your music. So they
Yep.
don't dip into the percentages.
Yeah, that's what that new rap artist that I'm
Right.
working with did. He came to me with a really small budget. You know, he had his backing track ready to rock pretty much. We did a few small tweaks on that. Into the studio, cut the vocals. I did some work on that, and then he did all the distribution, all the promotion himself. Within a couple weeks, he had his song out
Exactly.
there on all major
platforms,
iTunes,
now a
Spotify,
video,
all that stuff.
absolutely, and you have marketing promotion and things like that. Now,
There was a time when it took hundreds and thousands of dollars and a record
to
company
do something
to
like
get
that,
to that
right?
point.
Exactly. You know, and furthermore, as far as the spending goes, there's the other side of that, which is the profit side. So now you're able to record, like you said, you're able to record a quality recording in a home studio now. You're able to record quality video in a home studio now. Now you have home distributors that you can go through online to distribute your stuff to every major platform out there as an independent artist. And you can, if anybody out there is interested in how they can get their music really heard on some of these platforms, go watch the episode. I think it was episode 46 or 47. Actually, maybe episode like 42 or 43. His name was Bob Varro. He was from Belgium. He's a Belgian producer, and he's got a song on Spotify right now that he explained to me how he had gotten it so many listens so fast. And
That was a great episode. I watched that. I was like, holy crap, that guy has got it figured out, man.
this guy, his song right now that's on Spotify that's getting all those downloads, like 2 days after his episode aired on here, it had taken him a couple, maybe a week or so to get up to about 2,300 streams, random streams.
Yeah.
You know, unique, organic listeners, and like,
That's a tall
dude,
order,
and
man.
2 days later, he texted me a screenshot, and it had almost 6,000.
No way.
It's a good song. It's getting put in the right playlists, and he's submitting it through different platforms to get put into certain playlists. There are certain ways you can get out there and get your music heard nowadays, and I would suggest film and television is number one, is a huge one. Now, if you can you get your music in a movie or a TV show or something that 1 million people see, and let's say a fraction, let's say 10% of those people go and buy your song, you know, that's
a big number
$60,000 for you. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Okay, let me give you another example here. Thomas Tulak. He was the guy who did the Star Wars episode. He was on my show recently. Last week we did the Star Wars episode actually, and he. Okay, so when we saw the premiere of our Star Wars thing, the Saber, we watched it online with 600 people. I was shocked and blown away at how many people were watching that. And I said, how in the hell did you get 600 people to watch this live? And he said he put $15 into Facebook ads. And
Wow, that was from Facebook
ads, dude. $15. He said it reached 20,000 people of his demographic of choosing. And of those 20,000, 2.5%, 2.7%, let's say, tuned in. Think about that. That's 600 people, dude. Like,
That's crazy.
That's
man.
really good.
I always see those ads and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Somehow, some way, some people are looking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, and
Yeah, you never know who's watching.
that's what I'm
man.
saying. Like, I mean, and you gotta, you put your demographics to the right people, and people are gonna listen. You know, I mean, if people are gonna listen, people are gonna watch. You know, so if you spend,
Just like on Wayne's World, man, they got Cassandra's video out and Mr. Big was cruising
and
in
he
a
heard it on the radio, right?
Right? He popped by the studio and bam, there you go.
So, I would suggest doing anything you can to get your music heard and market it. Don't just put it out there and then, send it to all your friends and put it on your social media platforms and hope that it's so good that everyone shares it. You have to get unique.
Yeah.
You have to get unique viewers and unique listeners to hear your music. And that means people who have never heard your stuff before. That means,
Yeah. You got to do the grind, man.
yeah, it's got to be on point. You know, you got to be, you got to be putting your best foot forward on the business side as well as the artistic side, because the days of record labels coming to find you in a club because you're the dopest band alive are sadly over.
No more.
They're sadly over.
Well, and the industry is so saturated now too. The fact
right.
that everybody can have a home studio that is quality enough to put music out there
it
into
sure
the
levels
world.
the playing field, that's for sure.
Right? I mean, back in the day, you know, in order to grab somebody's attention in the studio, you had to have the full deal studio with racks and racks of gear and the big giant SSL console.
Right.
And, you know,
Not
it was
anymore.
a status thing to walk into the studio and see that big desk and all the equipment and the actual physical space.
To see that big Neve console, you know what I mean? Like, and just know, like...
Yeah, I remember the first time I recorded. That was the studio that we went into, and I walked into there like, holy crap, man, and game on, right? And, but now it's not the case. I mean, you look on, like, reverb.com, the eBay essentially for music gear, and all those consoles, they're up for sale for, like, $25,000. That's a $500,000 board.
Right.
But it doesn't even matter. You can do all of that with software plugin emulation now.
Exactly. And people are pissed.
Yeah, right. I would be pissed if I bought one of those and
hey,
it was like a big fancy paperweight.
It like the whole record industry, the whole thing has changed. Like every single piece and part of it has become a whole different thing. You know, I mean, like you said, even from the recording aspect, because we can now record stuff just as good in our homes, you know, as you're hearing on the radio. Go listen to Bob Varro's song on Spotify right now. It's killing it, and it sounds like it was recorded in a multi-million-dollar studio.
Yeah, if not, it's even better now because it's so pristine and clean and flawless. Right. They're actually making software to make it sound crappy again.
Right, to bring
like
the
I have a
lo-fi
program
sound
on
back.
my computer that emulates an old tape player, right? So you do all this work to get the cleanest possible sound you can, and then you put a plugin on
tape
there
simulator.
that makes it sound like a reel-to-reel recorder from 1970.
It's a tape simulator, yeah. I mean, Logic has them. I mean, exactly, dude, because everything sounds so clean nowadays that they want that, like, you know what I wish? I wish Final Cut had a filter like that for, like, 90s cinema before, like, the HD lens. So I started using the HD lenses because those...
Dude, my video editor has that. You can put, like, a skin over top of it to make it look like VHS or whatever.
Okay, so, like, that's what's up, dude. Like, I want to do that on a movie. Yeah. Why not?
Send me some video, man. I'll slap my filter on it and send it back for you.
I'm shooting a feature right now, something I'm writing. So I'll shoot it and I'll send it over to you and have you slap a skin on it and send it back, see what it looks like.
Slapping
Maybe I'll have to use that software. Is it what are you using? Using Adobe?
No, I use Filmora, like the cheapest software on the planet. Works awesome.
Filmora.
Yeah, Filmora Wondershare, it's called. Wondershare Filmora.
Interesting.
Whatever order that's in, those two.
I'm pretty
words
sure
are in the
Wondershare
title.
is the company and Filmora is the product, because Wondershare also puts out another product that I used to have. Actually, I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's like a converter, I think, that they have.
That's right. It's like a MOV to MP4, or like it's a file converter. That's right. Wondershare. That's right. I was like, where? Oh, I know that name. I just couldn't figure out what it was from.
That's the program that I use to do all your little graphics and stuff for the show.
I love it, dude. Yeah. By the way, all those graphics you guys see, my man right here, Mr. BJ, he knocks them out for me. So appreciate that. I'm gonna get So if you guys like that, hey, Filmora. I'm gonna get I gotta get my buddy over here to do some voiceovers for the show.
Nice.
You are watching The Listening Room.
You are watching
The guy who was on Joel David Reed, my makeup guy. Did you see that guy? He was on with the lute like last week. That that guy has a voice like Peter Cullen, the guy who does who used to do all those old commercials, the old movie commercials back in the day.
Mr. Movie Phone?
Nah, different dude. Peter Cullen was the guy who also did like Optimus Prime.
Oh,
Actually,
nice.
so and Joel's got that really like he can do that like really epic movie voice, you know. So I'll have him come by and do a couple little voiceovers for the listening room pretty soon here.
That'll be awesome, man.
That speaking of, dude, we about done with Roxanne?
We're pretty close. We got to fix up that triple chorus at the end a little bit, and it's pretty much ready to rock. Shoot the video, and we're done.
Cool. So shoot that when you're ready, and then send me the video files, and then when you're done with the MP3, I'll just plug that in there. That way I can shoot my...
We have to have a chat. We have to sort that out.
I can do my video too. All right, no problem. We'll make it happen, Beej.
Nice. I'm stoked about that, man. It's sounding so good.
So what's this hip hop artist that you worked with recently? What's his name?
His name's Damien Hanna.
Damien Hanna.
He's a local guy. Lives here in town, about my age.
Nice. You want to check out this video?
And, he's got a lot going on. Actually, he's got a skateboard company that he's just starting.
Super cool.
Making decks.
Oh, making decks. Yeah. Dope.
Making decks. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And I can't recall the name at the moment.
He should make a listening room deck, and we'll have him on, dude. We'll have him jump on here. And
I was talking to him about that, saying maybe we should have him on the show.
That would be dope.
So he's got lots of cool stuff to talk about. He's also a gold plater. He plates things with gold, so he's all shiny all the time.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
so he's like
he's talking about.
So he's blinged out all the time. He's
blinged.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got gold glasses and gold rings and gold chains.
All right. Do me a favor. You got his number? Text him the link to the show right now, and let's turn this on after he gets the notification, and we'll check out his video, see if he wants to watch with us.
All right.
Just text him the link to the show. I'll wait till you do that, and then we'll go ahead and knock it out.
Let's see what he has to say here.
Indeed. He might be at work or something. He might be building a deck.
Yeah, he might. I actually messaged him earlier, and he hasn't replied to me yet. So
right. Well,
we'll see.
I feel you on that one.
I think we should play the video.
Well, we're definitely going to play the video.
It's already
we're definitely going to
released,
play the video anyway, but I'm just seeing if we can get him on so we can have him on during the show while we play it. You guys also stick around for this Friday's musical guest. This Friday's musical guest, 6:30 this Friday night, is going to be Brian Baker. Brian Baker from right here in Long Beach, California. Put some awesome, amazing woodwind music together, and over some amazing beats, and we're looking forward to having him in. So again, that's Brian Baker. You guys might have caught his older brother Brandon Baker last week. He was here doing a very similar show, which was pretty awesome actually. I really actually loved Brandon's show. I know a couple people who were watching now saw that. I think Holly saw that too. Kenny, I think you might have been in the house. Ray, you might have been in the house too. But yeah. So check out his little brother Brian, incredible woodwinds player. And Thursday night is going to be a jam session. My Thursday night jam session. I'm not sure who's going to be here, but I'm pretty sure Bobby K is going to be in here. I'm pretty sure Dr. Banjo is going to be back. So we'll have Dr. B and Bobby K. And I don't know, James might even be in too. We might have Pepperbox Lullaby proper in the house on Thursday night, you guys, which would be so
that'd
sick.
be awesome. You guys rock.
Dude, if we can get Pepperbox Lullaby in the house on Thursday, I'll be sick. Dude, I'll let y'all know, and that way you guys can come on and check it out if you guys are interested in some bluegrass, in some good old Long Beach bluegrass.
Definitely give us a heads up on that for sure.
Yes,
dude.
Lou, that was the flautist, Brandon Baker. So his little brother Brian is going to be doing a very similar show. Brian actually is the one who inspired Brandon to do what Brandon did when Brandon came over. So Brian's music you're going to hear on Friday is pretty dope. And I'm really looking forward to showing you guys this stuff. If you guys also want to go check him out too, you guys can check him out on Instagram. Just look up Brian Baker, Bryan, right there at the bottom of the screen, right below me. You'll see there's a little scrolling thing. It's going like this. See, my hand is over the word more right now, but it's gonna go back here now. Let's watch. I'm gonna wait till Brian's comes in, and then I'm gonna follow it out. So anyway, go check out Brian this coming Friday night. Next Friday, my musical guest is gonna be Mike D from Zen Robbie. So come out for that too. All right, you get that text out, Beej?
Texted it
Sick.
up.
Okay, so where can everybody find you, Beej, on social media?
You can find me on YouTube at Soyuz Music. I've got about 80 videos up there right
Sick.
now. All sorts of live stuff, studio recordings, guitar reviews now. Got a few of those laid down.
Dope.
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook also.
At what? Soyuz Music?
Soyuz Music for all of them, yeah.
Just look down in the corner of BJ's screen right there, and you will see OSOYOOS Music. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, you guys. Go ahead and get involved with the Instagram, all the good stuff. And yeah, subscribe to Soyuz Music. You guys are awesome. All right, Beej, my man. Let's go ahead and check out Damien. Last name again? Hannah. That's right. Let's go ahead and check out Damien Hannah. Beat My Chest. Is that right?
You got it, man. Nailing it down.
All right, cool. Here we go. Let's go ahead and pop over to the video scenes here. I need to get a little little jingle for this. And that way we're all right, perfect. We need to do a little jingle. All right, I'm gonna put you on the screen too, Beej. We need to get both of us up here. All right, let me get you. Dope. All right, here we go. BJ Skype. Nope, that's not the one I want. The one I want is BJ Group. That's got your Soyuz logo in the corner. Bam! There you are.
Bam. Here we go. Nice.
Now let me make sure you're good here. All right. Perfect. Now, all right. Let's take ourselves off the screen for a moment. Now that you're up and I can see you, you're like, all right. You're over there, Beej. You're over there. I can see you now. You're over there.
I'm right here.
I can see you, dude. You're right there. All right, here we go. Let's check out Damien Hannah. Beat My Chest.
Well, finally Damien Hannah steps into the studio. Shout out to Wishmaster Beats for this banger. Soyuz Music on that record button, and mad respect to the Raw Dog family. I think it's about time I introduce myself. Alright. Look, I'm 39, invigorated by the fact my time was limited to 35. It's my time to strive, now or never make me feel alive. Midlife crisis, this just won't suffice. Make sacrifices, face my vices, paying the prices, and make sure to become the nicest. Pain in my shins and lower back, endorphins engage attack. If you're whacked, then you lack the crack to the whip that was supposed to teach the attack of everyday life. Learn from mistakes was good advice. Through pain I gained disdain from rage that always follows stripe. That's alright. Lessons hold the allure, self-inflicted injury endured. It filters my soul, I'm in control and my heart is pure. See, I ignore those who be bitching because submission to failure is a decision and I will not give in. Persistence, resistance, be the best and beat my chest. Beat my chest. Yeah, beat my chest. Beat my chest. Persistence, resistance, be the best and beat my chest. Persistence, resistance, be the best and beat my chest. Yeah, you're about to learn how I took the old me, thought about it sensibly and killed him, pharaoh'd me a PIG. Persistence, integrity, and greatness defining me, reminding me just how to believe and perceive that success was already in me. Truly didn't realize till now that shit was my destiny. Kick in the door, burst in, and then I beat on my chest confidently. All about to look up to me came out of nowhere. There's no other as calculated and crazy. The complete opposite of lazy. Pain and persistence made me ready and steady. Ability to impeccably fail miserably, stand up wobbly and brush off all the leaves. Then proceed to succeed. No need for speed. I got a need to bleed and to follow dreams I set goals to achieve. And now I'm raw dog family. I believe I'm a beast till I'm deceased. There's nothing left to do but feast. Confidence increased to a level that's incredible. At least the inevitable outcome has got to be acceptable. Regrettable moments don't even settle in my mind. They teach. I'm pushing through. Learn what not to do. Rewind to find another way to make a true living. Breathing truth. No limit to the things that I can do. Prove to you that I choose to be obsessed with persistence, resistance. Be the best to beat my chest. Yeah, beat my chest. Beat my chest. Yeah, beat my chest. Persistence, resistance, be the best and beat my chest. Persistence, resistance, be the best and beat my chest. Yeah. Look, there's no stopping me, man. Check it out, though. I appreciate every one of you that took the time to listen. My name is Damian Hanna. It's nice to meet you.
Dope, dude. Good production, man. Good tune,
Thanks,
dude.
man. I thought
Good.
it turned out pretty good for a first crack at that style of music myself.
Yeah, dude. It sure did, man. It sure did. And good job, Damien. Good job, Damien. That was a good song, man. I totally dug it, brother. If you're
He
watching,
nailed
or
that
you
down, man. That was, we did a few takes, but the take you heard was front to back, one solid take. There was no edits there.
Oh wow. That's not easy to do.
No, he was pretty persistent. He was like, "No, I'm
That's
going to
cool.
do this all in one take, man."
That's cool. That's cool. Good for him.
So,
He had a vision
props
of how he
to him
wanted to
for
knock
that.
it out, and he came in and knocked it out. That's cool.
Right? I'm
And
glad I didn't have to say all that in one sitting without messing up.
Yeah, the video production did look really good on that, though. I gotta say, it looked killer, dude. You really did
Thanks, man.
You really
And
did a
that
great
just-
job on that.
That goes to show what you were saying, too. You don't need a million expensive things to do that. We did that with 2 cell phones and my Canon 70D DSLR for one of the shots.
What's that?
That just goes to show you don't need all the fancy gear, like you were saying. We did that with 2 cell phones and my Canon DSLR for one of the shots.
It looked great. It did. It looked great. The lighting was cool. It flowed well. Did you edit that?
No, he did all that.
Good for him. It was awesome, man. Good stuff, dude. Proud of you,
So he's
Beach.
wearing lots of hats, too. We're all just a bunch of hat racks, man.
Awesome, brother. I love it, dude. That's great, man, dude. Well, look, dude. What do you? If it's possible, if you're up for it, you join me tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sounds good, Beach. Well, why don't you guys join me tomorrow for the listening room, you guys? Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Checking in with Beach, checking out Damian Hanna's new single, "Beat My Chest." Damian, great job. Thanks so much to all you guys for joining me this evening. Thanks to all you guys in the chat here, Lou, Patrick, Kenny, Mike, Ray, everyone who's in here. Love every single one of you guys. Have a wonderful night. Thank you all. Love you all. Thanks for being a part of the listening room tonight. My name is Eddie Booze. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, and give the video a like. We'll see you guys every Monday through Friday right here at 6:30. Take care.